whatever. Thank you. So, to be honest, I will try to be kind of. I know it's late. It's 8 o'clock in the evening, but I will be serious tonight. So, forgive me that. I'll be serious, and I will be talking about the serious things. I was asked a little bit to talk about my life, so just briefly, I will skip through my life, and I will tell you just kind of few breaking moments in my life, and I will try to tell you what was important for me, but not just because I want to tell you about myself, which it's not about that. I want to tell you what's important in life in general. What I think. So the subject of today is the young, the wise, and undiscovered. I believe I'm just undiscovered. So I do my best to be wise. So my big idea, before I was asked to make a speech in the TEDx, I've seen some movie how to prepare the TEDx speech, and to be really honest, I prepared it very briefly. I had like 30 minutes to do the presentation. I did it last night, but I will do my best. And my big idea for life, I didn't think too much. I wasn't thinking a lot. My big idea for life, it's you are never too young to dream big. And I believe so. Never stop dreaming, and this is how my life has started. But I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking about the future. We are young right now. I see you are really young, guys. But once we're gonna be old. I don't know if you know the song by Asaf. One day gonna be old. Yes, we're gonna be old. And you are never too old to set another goal, to dream a new dream. And I believe that that's the beginning, that's the startup, that's the main point. If you don't have any dreams, forget about it. You can think about technique, technology, money, whatever you think, it's nothing if you don't have a big idea, a big dream that you want to follow. So, following the instructions from TEDx, that's my big idea. You have to dream all the time. If you lost your dreams, you have to reinvent and rethink what's my dreams in my life again. So just briefly, why I'm here. I was always kind of a dreamer, whatever I did. I'm a really impatient person. I'm from Poland and I don't keep calm. I'm permanently trying to develop something, and if I succeed something, I'm happy. But then, of course, you have to do your best, and then I'm trying other things. And my story has started here. It's not Guantanamo. It's not Alcatraz. It's Łódź. My hometown. This is my high school. Looks inspiring, but sorry. But this was the place that I got the main inspiration for my life, and believe it, it was the best school in Poland at that time. It was the school that we didn't have any grades. We could go without checking if you are there. It was completely based on democracy. This was the only school in beginning of 90s, that the teachers let us do everything we wanted. It was a kind of experiment. There was one school in Łódź and one school in Wrocław that they've been based on this kind of rules that we can do whatever we want. If we want to learn only history, we could learn only history. We could choose whatever we want. And I believe this is kind of the system that gave us freedom, gave us opportunity to develop in any kind of direction we wanted to develop. So, of course, the building was awful, the system was awful, and 4 years after they closed down the school because the media, they said that we are a group of narcomans, that we are taking drugs and we don't want to learn, which was, of course. but the school was the basis. This was my entrance to. This was really something that opened my mind, and it was 20 years ago. I'm so old. Oh my god. So that was the beginning of my dreaming process. This was the time that I started to try to dream about the future projects. And I will not tell a lot about my life. It's not about that. But I was trying a lot of things. I was working with homeless people. I was working with drug addicted people, teenagers. I was doing like psychotherapy with group psychotherapy with people. I was trying to do everything that was interesting at that time in my life. But then, after a couple of different experiences, I discovered that photography is my field. So I started doing Fotofestiwal in Łódź. And I believe the whole life, everything is about people, the people that we meet. I mean, it's really teamwork. I wouldn't succeed anything if I wouldn't meet these people on the picture. This is my team. And this is the people that I believe in. So that was a people that I wanted to share ideas, that we wanted to develop things, and that we wanted to establish a new festival of photography. Photography was just a reason to make an event, but it was all about the people. Then, 5 years ago, we developed a design festival. Design in the meaning that we wanted to discuss what's the surrounding, what's the environment that we want to change, that which is kind of difficult place that we need to change. So that's the challenge to change the surrounding, and we succeeded. We had 44,000 people during the festival, and even during the opening there was 3,000 people in 2 hours during the opening of the festival. So that was the good times for us. And then, I don't know if you know this competition called European Capital of Culture. We've been the official operator of Łódź in this contest. And Łódź seems to be a big failure. We've been losers. We lost this in this competition in the first round. But I believe it's not a failure. Actually, I know maybe it looks like maybe like Obama speech or something, that the biggest failure was the biggest success in my life. But believe me, that was true. That was a failure. I was depressed after that. When Łódź lost in this competition, because we believed so much in our city that we were going to be a capital of culture, because that was the biggest aim and the biggest thing that we believed in. It was difficult for that time, but right now I believe that because of this failure we learned a lot, really. And right now I'm completely sure that when you fail something, you learn 2,000 times more when you succeed. And that's true. Although it was hard for me, I couldn't even go out from my flat for 2 months. I stayed home. It was so fucking emotional that was so important for me. But it was the biggest lesson in my life, and I believe that it made me stronger. And right now I know what it means, like that if something doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. That's true. Okay, but after that we went stronger. That was the factories that we kind of squatted in Łódź. It's 10,000 square meters. I don't know if anybody from you been there in Lodz Art Center. Oh, so that's Lodz Art Center. It's 10,000 square meters. We started some cultural initiatives and events there. And right now it's a big revitalization process. It's going on. And next year we're going to open art incubator. It's a kind of huge cultural initiative, 35 millions of euro investment, blah blah blah. But it's kind of impressive. It will be open next year. So I believe, in general, in life, there are few strategies you can take. You can just simply hide yourself. You can just pretend that I'm not here. And the life goes on, and one day you're gonna die and it's over. But there's another strategy. You can just pretend that life goes on day by day, and this is how the life is. But I believe you need some more enthusiasm, energy to follow the life, to believe. And this is my favorite style. So, although the life is really challenging, especially my reality in Łódź, which is the poorest city in Poland, the whole Poland. Every day in the morning when you wake up and you see a lot of poverty and a lot of social problems, you need to find double more strength to survive and to deal. So my idea is to live in the environment, to be connected to people, and that gives us energy to act. And the city, I mean, it's a natural environment, and it's for me the best example of the city that shows that I'm the city. I'm Amsterdam. I want to act in my city. I'm the city. And I see that in Poland, this kind of movement, it's getting better. All of the social movements dedicated to the cities, like the Warsaw people, the people of Łódź, the people of Poznań, Krakow, are more aware of the value that city gives you. And this is the direction I want to follow. So the basic strategy, if I have 2 more minutes, for me, it's to still be impatient, to be impatient as a 2-year-old person, and to have a memory of 80-year-old person. And it's not something that I invented. That's the strategy of Nike. And the basic strategy of everything we are doing is to make the complicated simple and to make the simple interesting. I know it seems like very kind of advertising strategy, but everything we are doing should be just basically simple and from the deep of your heart. So first of all, just dream it, make it, and share it to the people. And the last but not least, I think that the thing that I've started, you have to have some core values, you have to have some identity, and whatever you do, the most important in your life is, I think, just to follow your heart. I mean, heart is passion, something that you really want to succeed, that's something that you really want to achieve. Sometimes take your brain with you. It's also important to still keep with the ideas and rational thinking. But the basic for me, it's passion, to follow your passion. And moreover, money is not important, not the key point. If you follow your passion, the money goes after. And maybe it sounds also naive, but every time I do something, I'm thinking, if I did enough of things that I want to do in my life before I die, and I still want to do much more things, I want to achieve more. Actually, right now I have some more plans for next year. I want to quit everything that I'm doing now, because I want to develop another projects and keep thinking what I want to achieve in my life that I didn't try yet. So the future starts today, not tomorrow. Thank you.